He the one that put that pressing clipping out. That's his press team doing what they do. They put it out so they could talk about it on ESPN and talk about it on all this. Like, he's an active player, so somebody else can walk around and be like, man, LeBron the best. Look, he the first active billionaire playing. Like,
No, that's
okay.
not
You
true.
said what time he was a billionaire though, see no?
He ain't a billionaire. But
He
it's
not.
on paper they're
Don't
gonna make it
believe,
look
bro.
like
Don't
that.
believe.
Yeah, it's all that stuff is fake. But the thing is okay, Brian, you a billionaire. So you gonna go back and buy them houses on them blocks back in Akron and put them people back
Right.
in their houses that's getting evicted? And where you from? What do you own, LeBron, that you can give back to the people? You don't even own the school your name is on. They own the school, the state, the people are there that's struggling. The poor people are paying the taxes for your
And
school.
that's messed up.
You don't put a dime in it, but yet you front because your name is on it.
You know, but
He don't change. He don't
see
have nothing to do with the
Jason Tatum,
algorithm.
he just keeping Kobe name alive, making sure nobody forget about Kobe.
Man,
Man,
Mac
bullshit.
Fast. Yeah, dog. Who gonna forget about Kobe Bryant? Do you think Kobe
Right.
Bryant needs somebody to
That's
keep
I
his
mean,
Kobe
they
name
ain't
Bryant.
alive?
talking about they don't talk about it much on TV, so
Do
he just
you
keep it
think
he just keep
Kobe Bryant needs somebody to keep his name alive? Do
Right.
Tupac need somebody to keep Tupac
you know.
name
But look,
around?
look,
People
it's
gonna
easy to
talk
forget
about
about you when you
Tupac.
die.
Did they forget about Tupac? Did they forget about Michael Jackson? Did they forget about anybody who was iconic in this game?
But
Ain't
they don't
nobody
talk
gonna.
about Kobe that much on TV though.
They don't.
They
Dog.
talk about
No. Nobody forget
Cause
about Kobe.
LeBron on ESPN.
Kobe
That's why.
Bryant ain't no Laker in the world gonna ever forget Kobe Bryant. No real Laker fan. They are never
I
Right.
gonna
know that, but
let.
I'm saying that's just in Los Angeles though. We talking about they ain't talking about him on the TV though.
Kobe Bryant is talked about every day, damn near. They talk about
Right. He
Kobe
was.
every day. Kobe Bryant is not gonna be forgotten about ever.
I
Cause
got a
as long
question.
as you talking basketball, his name is gonna eventually come up. There's no way.
So you don't think he just keeping Kobe? You don't think he just
Nope.
keeping doing it for Kobe?
Well, if he was
Hell
doing it for
no.
Kobe,
Phony.
he could have been doing that in the regular season. Why is he
Right.
doing
Oh
it
yeah.
now? He wait to the finals. And now you want to dress like Kobe, you want to do all this stuff like Kobe. It's sickening. It's getting on my nerves.
Like I
He
said,
said
hey, you
Kobe
got the
trained him
LeBron
though.
mentality.
No, Kobe didn't train him. He worked out with Kobe a couple of times, and they did a video for ESPN when Kobe was doing breakdowns of the plays and all that stuff. They had Kobe doing that on ESPN, but he didn't like
What's
train
up,
him,
Jacob?
and he was wondering why the Lakers didn't draft him. He was like, "Man, there's so much talent there. I don't know why we waste that draft pick. Going to get Lonzo Ball. They should have taken you. You have the skill set. We can't mess up drafts like this." But that was a popularity situation. No one knew Tatum was going, but Kobe saw the talent right away. It's like this kid
I sure as
talent,
hell saw it.
right? His talent is there. And that's the thing about Jason Tatum. He got talent. No one ever said he didn't have talent, but this shit I can't get behind. I don't like all this fake. I'm doing this for the
And I
camera to
damn
try
sure
to
can't
honor
get
Kobe.
behind it. You a boss
I didn't
yourself,
like it
nigga.
when LeBron did it. So I don't like it when LeBron did it. I ain't gonna like it when none of them try to do it unless it's real. If you really
Right.
trying to do it or just using it for a PR piece, I don't like it.
For real.
See, if he win the chip, he might do it even more. Look like they gonna win the chip.
No. Golden State gonna win that, man.
Hey, where that money at, Gil? I ain't see the
Real
money.
Hey.
See, they show the money.
Hey,
Everybody betting the Warriors. Vegas ain't gonna lose that much bread. All the money on the Warriors.
All the money
Yeah,
on the
cause
Warriors. That's what people
that's what they
think.
won in the finals.
The game gonna be close again.
Huh?
They're gonna make the game close again, and because now the point spread was like 4.5 for Golden State, because everybody betting on Golden State. It's like crazy. Everybody
Hey,
betting their money on Golden State.
Casino with all.
Everybody putting their money on the Celtics.
Mm-hmm.
I got a question. What
They showed on sports.
All
They say
right, hold on.
Golden State.
No,
Hold
he's
on.
trying to talk. He's trying to
All right,
talk.
hold on. KB saying something. Go ahead, KB.
With all due respect, I know Vlad be reaching, but that Vlad footage was old, so I don't. I want to understand why you want to elaborate on that Vlad interview when that shit is old. When Vlad does that, we all know Vlad like upload old clips, and he do it like the way he do it, and he chop it up in bits and pieces. But that was old, man. There wasn't even no reason for you to even bring that up. I just want to know why you even
What?
why you even try to go on that whole subject, Joe.
What?
I explained it early on, but
Right,
I didn't
right.
go on the subject because he actually put that up today. You're right, that's old because that's an old interview that you never saw unless you're a member of his. This is an old interview that he keeps chopping
Well,
up and putting the
well,
pieces out.
I'm not a member of his. That's what Vlad does. Vlad chops up all
I
his
know that.
interviews.
But it was what he actually did in the video. This is what I'm saying. He using Kwame Brown's name and to keep trying to make that situation what it is because he can't get Kwame Brown on his show. He keeps. This isn't the first time Gilbert has done an interview. Gilbert did another interview, and he did talk
Respect,
about Kwame
respect,
Brown. So this is what I'm.
respect.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. He goes back and does the same thing again. He goes back and keeps trying to throw
So,
questions about Kwame
so
Brown.
you
It's like,
think
why you keep doing
so
that?
you
Because you want to get Kwame to respond and come on your platform to tell his side. Because that's all Vlad wants is the views. So he wants Kwame over there.
So Vlad will gain views by Kwame Brown going on his show answering the questions. You think Vlad's show will blow up by Kwame Brown actually going on
It's
that
not about
show?
blowing up. It's about content. That's content for
Uh huh.
him. He's creating it through his thing.
Okay.
He wants
Okay.
Kwame to come on there and respond to the videos he got. That's more views for Vlad. It's all he cares about. It's not about
Okay,
him blowing
gotcha.
up. Vlad's already blown up. So
Right.
this is how
Gotcha.
he gets
Gotcha.
blown up.
Gotcha. 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 Respect. Respect. I understand. I just wanted your point of view on that, just to clear that up. No disrespect to your channel or none of that, fellas.
Nah, nobody
Y'all
looked at
handle
it as
y'all business.
disrespect. So after all of that went down, you had this thing with what's going on with self-talk. I gotta find out what's going on with Gil and self-talk. But I already told people in the message when I showed Gil's message, this is exactly what he was talking about. This
True.
is exactly what he was talking about the whole nine. He said it 100% that he was going into, because Gilbert will tell you all his plans. He like the evil villain in the movie who can he be right with the good guy. Nothing's gonna stop my plan. I'm gonna take him, and I'm gonna build a super team. And we're gonna go. He gonna give you all the details. He's like a Bond villain for real. He gonna give it all
He
up.
will.
So, so the thing
Hell, he
is,
even text me before.
he'll text anybody. He'll talk to anybody. A bum will be laying in the street, and Gil will sit there and
Mm-hmm.
hold a conversation with him. He love to talk. So
Right.
the thing about it is, once that happens, he gave up his plan, and he basically saying the people he was gonna take. So I already knew who they was. I said, yeah, good. You go take self-talk and Forbes. I mean, what's that? Forgotten Kings. Yep, you go take them, and you gonna go build your
Gum,
channel because he know they got some connection to Kwame. So that's all he want to
Gumby
do
is
is take
trash.
people that want to take Kwame. And self-talk just already proved what he is.
he
He
sold out.
right. He already
Yeah.
proved what he is.
Gumby is trash. I agree with you on that. Gumby is straight trash. I don't know about self-talk and all them, but Gumby is straight trash, Joe. Like, that dude is trash,
I
man.
mean,
Like,
he's about a what 50-year-old guy trying to get on YouTube and get him some money, man. He don't know what else to do. He sounds so pathetic. He just repeating himself over and over.
I
He drunk
I
all the
agree.
time. I be like, man, it's
I
like
agree with
beating up
you
on
on
a
that,
drunk.
Sino.
You see him like, man, why am I beating up on King Hippo? Let me just let King
I say
Hippo
one thing.
go on. Let me
I
just leave him
I just
alone.
want to say one more thing, Sino. You gotta do your truth behind series, man. Your truth behind series be fire, Joe.
I
I'm
basically
telling you,
do
man.
I basically still do the same thing. Without
Man, you
calling it
don't
the truth behind
fire.
it, it's still the truth behind it.
Hey, Concilo.
What's up, Jamaica? Jamaica in the house.
Hey,
What's good?
hey, all I'm gonna say is the Black American fighters is taking over boxing again. Never Haney beat the liver dog.
Nah,
Beat
he
the
didn't do
liver
that.
dog. He
He
beat the liver dog crap out of George Cambosis.
Nah, he didn't.
And
He won.
and I hope that the Warriors win tomorrow.
They should.
They don't hope. I hope the Warriors win tomorrow.
No hope needed. They'll win tomorrow.
Yeah, they're gonna win tomorrow.
Yeah, cause I really don't like damn Boston.
Oh, the Boston Ku Klux Klan?
Yeah, I can't stand them clowns.
Oh, that's Boston Ku Klux Klan.
Yep. So
Hey, oh yeah, like,
You know who you got to win it all?
hey,
who I got
my
winning it
country.
all? I got you talking about between Golden State and Boston? Golden State. Boston job was just to show up.
So
They shouldn't even be
gonna
there.
go 4-2, like you said.
Yep, 4-2. If it goes 5, make me even happier. Get rid of
That
Boston.
means Golden State got to win the next 4.
Yep, and I'll be happy with that. Get them right out of here.
Hey, Cino, any Knicks news?
No. That's the thing about the Knicks. They don't make news. They make news when they lose. They saying the Bulls are finna re-sign and get a supermax to Zach Levine. I'm gonna laugh. Yeah, they talking that noise like he finna get that contract, man. I'm laughing my butt off.
Oh my God.
What's up, Chad?
What's up, y'all? What's up, C-Dog?
Yeah.
Levine going to the Pyro.
Yeah. Man, y'all be cracking me up on. I was watching HD. I was watching HD live with y'all,
Hey,
man.
Gilbert, man, quit
the
talking
other day.
that shit, Gilbert, and get your butt up here, man. Quit and talk that shit on the CBR then.
That gotta be the
Call it
fake
Shaq
Gilbert.
for 50 years.
Yeah, that's what I'm like, man. Get up in here, take the leak.
Yeah, get your butt up in here,
That's
Gilbert.
a real Gilbert.
Put all that wolf
Gilbert,
tickets,
you
man,
know
in the
that
chat,
$2 ain't gonna cut it, man.
man. You a wolf ticket chatting. Oh, chatty bear in the oh, chatty bear
because
in
he
the
was
chat.
on Vlad be instigating stuff, man.
Well, that's what he do. Yeah, just like academics. That's why him and academics, all them guys, they picked those guys to be up there. For those reasons.
People killed, in my opinion.
Well, he did. I mean, he put a target on them. You know, it's like if I go over there.
Did he though? I mean, they already had targets on their own backs.
Yeah, they sure did. But he just
No, they actually didn't.
They were saying it themselves. He was just repeating.
No. See, let me explain again once again what he was doing. What he would do is take something he see on the news. He don't even know this person, never talk to him. Would take a photo from them and blow these dudes up. Like he would make them bigger than life. Just some random guy he saw in there that was in some drama or whatever. This guy, yeah, he the Wolverine of the block. He doing it in, he getting it in. And this dude who don't even know, who never talked to academics in his life is like, yeah, I'm the Wolverine. I'm the one he talking about on the YouTube is the Wolverine. That's me, man. That's me. So he going around the hood and academics is telling people he running 61st. Yo, he running that block. They gonna have to see him. They gotta see the Wolverine. And then everybody gonna be like, they watching the video like everybody else watching it. Like, oh, this Wolverine, man. Who was this dude? I never seen this guy. And they gonna be, man, you know him, man. He the dude that we see at the store all the time. This dude ain't no guy like that in the streets. He ain't nobody. He's a regular guy, and you done blew his head up, and now he thinking he is somebody. But now it's the real people in the streets that want to take him out. Cause they like, okay, this dude think he running stuff on my block. I'm gonna show him, and then he'll get his head knocked off. and he gone. And then academics, he don't know what he did. He'll just make a video. Oh, they got him. Another savage gone. They didn't got him. I thought he was running it over there. And them guys over there, them goons and demons said
He
no.
did that same shit with King Von.
Yeah. King, all of a sudden, King Von was his man's. His team and everybody. They was all on academics page and all that.
Right.
The day he died, the next day later, he going over there to the other side.
Oh, he went to
Interviewing
Quando
them.
and NBA Youngboy.
Yeah. He over there with Youngboy and Quando Run, all them.
Because he can't get
I
an
know
interview with Little
right
J.
after that. That stuff.
Once he strapped his blue tail to 6'9", I was like, oh yeah, that's a wrap.
That stuff would get your head knocked off in the city. Like anywhere, his head would be knocked off just for that. But this new internet world, man, these people, they let the fake people run around. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It is absolutely crazy.
Nas said hip hop is dead, man.
It ain't dead. You got stupid people running it.
No, they stupid people running it, man. It's dead, man. You got these little kids running around here talking with lollipop hairdos and shit. You know what I'm saying? I never seen a dude with rainbow bright colored hair talking about he the gangster of all gangsters. Like I've never seen that.
Right, just obviously trolling. That's LeBron PR team, because ain't nobody else even give a damn. So he want that news out there, like put it out there.
He wants that notoriety as a billionaire.
LeBron is a dude with. LeBron is a man with. He's lame. This nigga is lame. He don't have nothing to do. Like he got money, but he's still lame and ugly as fuck. Like this dude, I'm like, bro. Like I can't stand him. It's like, bro,
LeBron's like one of them haters that got money.
Bro,
he is a hater that got money.
He's like a hater with money, fam. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know.
I'm like, he be on Bronny's games, man. He be trying to take the whole attention from the whole game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That shit right there, that's like shit so big ass man, but you got money.
Right, like let him play ball, bro.
What's
Yeah, LeBron put that message out. His team put that out.
How much are the wigs again, fam?
Oh, the chicks that be well, the good ones like 600 and up or whatever.
Hey, man.
So who gonna be on the Lakers roster?
Oh man, when she was there that night, fam, he was killing me in T, fam. And of course, I mean, NAD, man.
You know who gonna be on the
Man,
Lakers
y'all be killing it, man. With the later it get, the crazier it get on HD. And I'm like, man, I was watching that.
He know chicks so well. He know they wig prices. He's
Man.
like, look, girl. He's like, look, I can handle like a 2.5, like 250. But like, yeah, man, yeah, he got to be like 400 and up. You know what I mean? Your wig like 400 and up. I'm like, he's like, oh, I know hair. He's like, I know hair. I was like, oh snap, here go LB.
LB is send him back.
I ain't talking to him.
Cino, why you thought you was Shaq the other night when you pull up at the store?
Cause I was bleeding from my leg.
I know that, but I'm saying, why you thought he had shot? Did you hear a gunshot or something?
Dog, it's so loud in there you can barely hear yourself talk. You know, this is a party. Right, I'm like, I know this.
I thought you were drunk though. I thought you were drunk though when you were saying. I was like, what?
He caught a Megan cut.
Yeah, I'm like, man, look at this. I was like,
I know Megan just shoot.
I would have went right back. If that would have been, I would have been right back up there. I'd have went right back up to the party. Cause it was weird. Cause when I left, that's why I'm thinking like it probably happened because, in my mind of thinking it's happened because of what was happening there. Like people were like, dude, he ain't even freaking out. Like we just shot, like he bleeding. The dude just standing there walking around. Like that's why I'm looking like. Cause I was wondering why they was looking so weird that whole night. Like he was looking like they saw a ghost. And I was just like, man, this dude is weird. He keep coming over here. I'm like, grabbing, like, I'm not your homie. I don't know you, man. Like, but I'm like, all right, he's just being extra.
You know they gonna think that you Garcino.
Yeah, so I dipped out. I told my boy, I'm like I'm out of here. And I was like,
You
I'm
keep
gone.
donating $2.
He's like
Come
a
on,
G-check
Gilbert.
Kwame, a G-check Kwame at his son's pep rally. Well, get your ass up here and talk about it then.
So I was like,
He's not gonna get up here and talk about it.
That nigga go super chat. That nigga go super chat $2 to death though.
hey, I appreciate it. The $2 holler. Gil with the $2 holler,
You a
baby.
$2
I told you,
Boy, out here.
Gil. I told you, man. That $2 gonna kill you, man. Just
You know, $2 your ass to death.
hey, I'll take it.
Tom Brady gonna get Julio Jones.
Hey, Brady gonna get
We gonna
Julio
get
Jones.
Julio Jones.
Man,
Why the hell do you
he
want Julio
shouldn't.
Jones?
Right. I don't want him.
Yeah, he's only gonna play for like 3 games.
We need him.
But let me tell you what Bron did.
We need another weapon.
And what Bron ain't doing.
No, don't.
Bron didn't do nothing for since he a billionaire. Go over there and help out Tamir Rice's family. You ain't they didn't even ask you for money. They ain't ask you to sit out a game. They asked you for, like, wear a t-shirt, retweet, do anything. Then they asked you gonna talk about I ain't got enough information to talk about that. You know, only talk about stuff I got information. Yeah.
Right. Boy, you don't get your phone
Phony, bro.
Phony. That's why we don't respect that dude. I'm like, dog, LeBron, y'all act like I just pick on him. I'm like, dude, to me is a phony.
I love it.
And the thing is that he want everybody to like him. That's the thing. He want people to like him. That's his problem. He gets all into his feelings. Like Monique said, get tender. Get all tender when nobody like him. He mad at what's her name, Michelle Beadle, because she said something about him when he joined the Big Three in Miami. He's still holding a grudge. I'm just like, man, dude, you soft.
Yeah, she talked about that. That's on the
Yeah, because he tried to get her fired because she didn't like him. It's like,
I thought she was kissing up to LeBron all the time.
That's what's up, Ronaldo. Tell him, Ronaldo, that MF ain't no billionaire.
Right. It's like, bro, this nigga is phony. He been phony since he was in high school to me.
Yeah, he been. I mean, they start making and building his personality,
we would have hoped he would have matured
and kept giving him all this love and patting him on the back and all that, and kissing up to him. And now look at.
They said King James.
They say he top 75. Boy, y'all stop playing, stop sniffing coke.
Top 75 out of what?
Right, that's what I'm like. Why not smoking crack? Sit down.
LeBron ain't no top 75. I would take Clyde Drexler over him. I would take. It's 1,000 players I would take before I take LeBron James.
Right, it's 1,000,000 players I take over LeBron. It's like, bro,
dude got no skill, nothing in the bag. Ain't no moves LeBron James got.
Oh, he was athletic, man.
Yeah, he was an athletic player, and one player who couldn't dominate the league until they started letting him get away with stuff. Before he could jump out the gym. You know, Bron could fly through the sky, do all this stuff. The only thing I give him credit for was keeping his body in shape physically so he could play the game. But other than that, the game is so soft now, anybody could play.
He keep his damn body physical. He cheated the game. You know what happened?
You talking about with the lab? The Miami lab that got shut down?
Yeah. Phony, man. It's like,
he was jumping out the gym when he was in Miami. Oh my God. He was jumping like he was 18 years old.
He's in his 20s.
And you wonder why his hair was falling out of his head.
Oh shoot, here we go, LB.
I'm just saying, do you not have no athletic ability?
Alright, so LB, when he got to Cleveland, after Miami, when he went to Cleveland, his whole body changed. His whole body changed.
I'm asking you, as a 28-year-old, don't you still have athletic ability?
Yeah.
Can you not fucking get busy playing basketball at 28? He's only 20. He was 28 when he went to Miami. So I expect him to jump out the gym. I see it myself. So it's like, I'm just saying.
Okay, but when he went back to Cleveland, When he went back to Cleveland.
LeBron, like, take LeBron out the equation. Just say with any NBA player that's in 28, that's like...
That's not cheating, or that is cheating?
Just take it out.
LeBron cheated the whole game. He run a whole Asian thing. Why he still playing basketball? No. Talking about Chris Paul run clutch sport.
I'm biased against LeBron. I'm just using common knowledge, which is with any 28-year-old, unless you just like a weak-ass nigga. Like, dog. Like, as simple as that.
All right, LB. Listen, I'm just saying, man. After that whole Miami situation, when he went back to Cleveland that next year, he was not jumping out the gym like he did before.
No, he was balling out in 2010. What are you talking about?
Bro, he balled out.
What are you talking about?
He balled out.
Not when he went back to Cleveland that first year.
I thought he balled out.
He balled out. Now, if you want to talk...
When he went back to Cleveland?
Yes.
Yeah.
No. You're talking about Cleveland. That's like 5 years later.
You mean Kyrie balled out?
Yeah, I'm talking about 5 years later.
No. Kyrie balled out. I see Kyrie balled out, but I'm saying LeBron balled out. So, like, I can't take nothing away from him.
Miami, like, okay. Like, I expected to change. The nigga's like in his 30s when he went to Cleveland. So that's
Look, you never stayed in Miami for 2 years.
He doesn't. That's just common.
When I went off the eye test, man, he was not jumping out the gym like he was in Miami, man. I understand. Listen.
Like your eye is the best test.
Listen, I understand. But my thing is, like, the way how he was, bro, like, the way how he was moving and everything, it felt like he had like a little extra boost in him.
Because he was in his 20s.
Okay, I understand what you're saying with the age group and stuff like that, but when you look in the details of how he lost his hair and everything like that, and the jawbone situation, and you look in the details, yeah.
Go look it up. We ain't just talking about our ass, bro.
All you gotta do is look it up.
The hair thing, the nigga had a bad hair loss.
Right, hey, I like that old picture though.
No. You gotta go back.
There you go.
Right, he gonna be about that old.
There you go.
He gonna be about that old when he retire too. He gonna be looking like Bill Russell when he retire.
He is Bill Russell.
Yeah.
He look. That's him without that dye. Without that cocoa bean gravy. Oh man, bro.
You look like a Bill Russell Cosby.
Hey, man. Don't do that to Bill Russell now. Come on now. Like, he don't let shit like no Bill Russell.
I'm just saying, you know.
Man, Bill Russell.
Hey, I bet you LeBron at that age could probably still jump over you.
Hell nah, man. Y'all, well, who said that?
No, I know you don't like LeBron, but like...
Oh, the PE. Oh, the PE. Never mind. Let me shut up.
You know I don't like LeBron.
You ain't lying. You can say it.
With all the extra testosterone that man got, he jumping out the gym. All the extra imbalance that man got, he jumping out the gym.
Oh man.
Like Dennis Rodman said with that, he don't have no moves. They have to expose him. You played with him. He said LeBron quit.
They were so mad Rodman said that about LeBron. That's why LeBron didn't want him in that photo where Rodman showed up at this NBA 75 and ruined their photo. Hey, red camera, red light. Hey. Man, I was laughing. Man, I was laughing so hard.
Right. Let me show you how to pose.
See, because there ain't nothing they could do to Dennis. Dennis already got his Hall of Fame. He's already Dennis Rodman.
He's solidified, man.
Right.
That's a great.
That's Dennis. One of the greatest players of all time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You shut down King, man.
Yeah,
That's one of them. I had somebody try to fight me over Shaq. I said Shaq was overrated. He was. LeBron, a younger, he got away with offensive fouls.
Dog, let me tell you about Shaq. Anybody who try to give Shaq credit, let me talk to y'all right here. I want to talk to y'all right here. Anybody who is friends of Shaquille O'Neal, let me explain something to you. Let me sit down and talk to you.
Let me sit down.
Let me sit down and talk to you right quick. If you are even trying to defend Shaquille O'Neal, Let me let you know something. The first year he came to the Lakers, that man won 56 games with Los Angeles. The first year. And they got beat in the playoffs by the Utah Jazz with Greg Ostertag as the center.
Yep.
Now, we going to move forward. Okay? Now, this man got outplayed and beat when they were 3-time world champions. Because I know somebody going to say that he wasn't the Shaq yet. Okay. When they won 3 championships, they played in the playoffs, the Western Conference Finals. They went up against the San Antonio Spurs. And you know who was guarding him the whole time? It wasn't David Robinson. He was on the team. David was coming off the bench.
Yep.
He wasn't even starting. And it wasn't Tim Duncan. He was getting shut down by Malik Rose. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, don't talk to me about Shaq. No goddamn more. Malik Rose was starting at center, shutting down Shaq, and they lost. Malik Rose. Dude, Malik Rose is like 5'10". Malik Rose is like 5'10". Don't talk to me about that. Malik Rose is one of the smallest dude out there.
7'1" and weighed 320 some odd pounds.
And 300 and something pounds, and he was getting beat by how tall was he?
Man, go look up Malik Rose. Let me see if I can look up Malik Rose.
Nah, that's embarrassing, bro.
Hilarious.
I want to know right now.
Damn,
man. I don't even respond to Shaq shit anymore. I've been stopped doing that.
Oh, he's 6'7". He was 6'7".
I like Shaq, but man, I agree with y'all. He was kind of.
I just don't.
Oh, wait. See those. I got another one.
Same thing with Michael Jordan. When people talk about Jordan.
Shaq used to get done by Samaki Walker.
I don't respond to it either.
Like, Samaki Walker used to get a nigga problem.
Yeah,
I got another. You know what else you skilling? George Mirasan used to get numbers, bro.
George Mirasan.
George Mirasan used to kill him.
Yeah.
George Mirasan? Oh.
Hey, that was a whip they had.
Hey, what about Bradley, though? Hey, Bradley used to do him, too, though.
That's why I said the young Washington used to have a whip. That team that had No, I'm talking about the young whip. When they lost to the Bulls, that was the toughest. The Bulls had a tough time after that first game. They had a tough time with the Washington Bullets. They had Chris Webber, Jawan Howard. They had Murasan. They had a starting 5 that was destructive. Like that was
the 98 squad, right?
Huh?
You talking about the 98 squad, right, for the Wizards? I mean, for the Bulls, right?
Yeah. And they said if they'd have played the Pacers, they would have whooped them Pacers. Like that's what he said. He would. You got it right there. What's his name? He said they was lunch meat. lunch meat. That's what Webb. Yeah, he got hot because dude kept talking. Greg Anthony keep cutting him off. Greg Anthony kept cutting him off. He trying to tell him, like, dog, the Davis boys ain't what y'all keep saying.
Them Davis twins can't do nothing.
But he was right when he broke it down because he's like, dude, he couldn't look. They can't mess with us. Our lineup was too sick.
He was too slow off his feet. He couldn't really guard nobody like that. You know what I'm saying?
Lunch meat.
Davis twins wasn't finna do nothing to us. You know. Shoot.
Man, that Wizards team was dangerous. They just needed to stay together and stay healthy.
Shaq would have stayed in shape and really worked on his game, he could have been definitely one of the greatest.
Shaq, once he won the championship and they won 3.
He got lazy.
I'm gonna tell you that even before that, Shaq was he was limited.
Wait, go ahead, Sino.
He was limited anyway. That's the thing about Shaq. He was never. That's why they lost to the Bulls. They knew Shaq's weakness. They knew Shaq was soft like that. They knew they could dominate. The Bulls ain't had no center. They had Bill Winnington.
They had
Luke Longley. And if you saw the Patreon, you already saw what happened with the part 5 or 6. You already saw what happened there during that championship run. What happened?
I didn't. I gotta get back on the Patreon.
Oh, okay.
Get back on there.
I've been gone for a while.
Oh, okay. When you get back one day, you'll see it. It's monsters.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, but it was mostly talked about what happened when they got Chief. Chief was in there whooping Luke Longley, and he was in his 20th season. And they whooped Michael Jordan 4 times in a row in practice. And then Chief he went up to Michael Jordan because Jordan was doing all that whooping. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So Chief and Jordan about to come to blows. Because he came up to him and he was like, Chief told him, yeah, how you like that ass whooping we just put on you? And he whooped Mike 4 times, and Mike looked at him like, you crazy? You talking to me like that? And then, and they started going at it back and forth. And then Jason Caffey came and grabbed him. He was like, man, I don't care. No. F him. You know, dude, you don't impress me. I played with the best. I played with Larry. I played with
Larry and Kevin McHale.
Man, yeah, I played with the best. And when he said that, Michael just was staring at him. Like, just staring, giving him a death stare. He was mad as hell looking at Chief. Chief was never playing another game. Chief was out of there after that. That was his last season in the league. But he got a ring.
What?
Oh, yeah.
So, finals tonight, right?
Jordan blackballed him, huh?
Finals
Well,
tonight,
no, it was his 20th season anyway, so he knew he probably was going to get out. But he outplayed, even in his 20th season, he was whooping on Luke Longley. They had
40, 41, 42 years old.
They had like 4 people on that team that was like, they would have, because at first he was on the A team. Then they switched when Michael switched it, and they put Luke Longley on there and moved Chief to like the 2nd team, and he ain't like that at all. He was like, oh, y'all making it look like I suck or something? Like, all right, I'm going to show y'all. And they put a whooping. They put a whooping on them, boy. They whooped.
Yeah, man, that turnaround fadeaway shot, that high arcing shot that Robert Parrish used to hit dudes with.
Yeah, he had Kerr on his team. It was like, I think it was Kerr. I forgot who all it was. But I think I said it in the video, but it was Kerr on his team. He had some other players on there that was deadly. They was taking them out. But Calbert Chaney, that's who was on Washington too at that time. That was coming into his own once he got to Washington. It was Calbert Chaney.
I'm looking at this Washington team right now.
Yeah, they had Rod Strickland, Calbert Chaney,
Rod Strickland,
Jawan Halbert, Chris Waller. They had Harvey Grant, the Grant that could shoot.
Right, the good one, yeah.
Yeah. They had Darvin Ham. Darvin Ham was young. They had Tim Legler.
Ben Wallace. Ooh.
Yeah, that's 98. Yeah, that's 98.
Yeah, they was dangerous that year. And that's the year he said we could have got him. He was like, we would have got your boys, man. We would have got them.
Man.
Damn.
We stayed together.
Yeah. And he was like, we would have beat the Knicks too. He was like, what about them Davis boys? Like, Davis, man, lunch meat.
Right. Offensively,
all right, here we go.
Was Mitch Richmond on that squad? Or was that
Kenny, sometimes you
ask you this: if you got Utah,
like if you lost a game like that, a veteran, experienced team would recover from that.
Y'all keep saying veteran, experienced team, and I don't even know who this person was, so I'm not throwing them on the bus. But that's a lot of the coaching too, because you just talked about how if you played for Pat Riley, you felt confident. So those little things that he instills in you, like this is how we do it. We have to do it every day, like this. So days that it's not even the game. You thinking, I'm playing today.
But
I'm not playing. I'm just saying that a coach makes. I'm just saying
it makes a difference. But think of it this way: think of all the championship teams.
You keep cutting them off.
That's the only team where their 2 best players were basically in their first, second year.
No, not true. What did Magic do the first?
Magic played with Kareem.
Yeah. No, Magic sat in Kareem's seat.
But he played with Kareem. What I'm saying to you is the
at
culture.
The ball before.
But see where y'all would have. Let's say in the regular season, C. Webb's team would have killed them. Probably would have killed them but then what happens when you get in the postseason? You got to play 7 times.
Yeah, but you got a lot of ifs. We didn't play them. We wouldn't have played them. They wasn't a team you ever thought was going to win the championship 1 year in 2000. That's the question. I just want to keep it.
Oh, you talking about 2000? I'm going back to 90s. Like for me in 2000, I'm with you. I didn't think the 2000 went in the 90s good.
So you talking the 90s when Jordan was
Then 2000 team
Yeah.
against Reggie's team. Which team is going to beat?
They went to the finals, but his 90s
Would they have
team,
beaten Chris Webber's team?
man, I don't know. The 90s team.
Let me say this
for you. Let me say
Go back and look at the games.
Knicks teams would have beat his team.
First of all,
Our 90s Knicks team.
now we're about to really get a good show.
I would say that.
Let's go.
Yeah, he's supposed to say the same thing.
But we've been spinning our wheels for 45 minutes.
Hey, Chris, don't bite your tongue. Would y'all have beat the Pacers or would y'all have beat the Knicks?
Yeah, I mean, I would have moved to center. We would have definitely beat the Knicks. We beat the Knicks at my time in Washington when I had a shoulder. We were not scared of
Beat
the
us
Knicks.
when?
We were not scared of
in a
the
game.
We were not scared.
Everybody
of the
get beaten again.
The Knicks were really good, but we didn't play against y'all, so we shouldn't get in this
No,
argument.
no, no,
What
no,
I
what
was
I'm
saying
saying
is Indiana wasn't that good.
Not
I love your analytic skills, but to go back in time and say they were that good when they didn't make the finals in the 90s, then to go back and say they was that good in 2000 because Jay and Reggie did work. I think they were the first players to have 40 in there. But as a big man, Rick Smith couldn't get out. We killed him on the pick and roll. Dell Davis couldn't shoot. We fouled him. Like the Davis boys, lunch me.
Especially free throws. I was thinking about Dale Davis, man. Go to the free throw.
I just miss that players used to talk like that, man.
We were saying
Yeah,
so
the game
political now.
Yeah, it's like fake. It's like, bro. That's about all I know.
We had a lot of success.
Dale Davis.
He'd have a lot of 10 for
You'll
35
get Antonio Davis in foul
You
trouble.
can't even talk like that.
You'll get Antonio Davis in foul trouble.
But listen to Greg Anthony try to defend them when they kept losing to Jordan every year.
What happened when y'all took away Jordan?
We had a lot of success against Jordan. I mean,
Yeah,
if you
can we
look
go
at
up a little bit,
statistics, he had a lot of 10 for 35 games against us, bro.
But they won. They win.
They won some.
He was like, yeah, he had a lot of 10 for 35 games against us, yeah, but they still won though, right? Yeah, that's what I be talking about.
It's snowing out here.
But on that hostile, that 99 Knicks team would have whooped y'all ass.
Man, that 99. That's the same thing C-Web talking about. Man, we done whooped the Knicks. He's like, we beat them and I had a hurt shoulder. Man.
Sprewell was cool, y'all. Mark Candy got this.
No, they got hot. The Knicks got hot late when they start going to camp. I mean, when they start letting Latrice Sprewell run the team. Their problem was they would have won the chip.
Patrick Ewing was the problem.
Right, we know that. Pat was the problem. Once Pat went down,
we refused to sit the bench. That was his problem.
once Pat sat down and got hurt, that was the best thing that ever happened to the Knicks. Once he got hurt, they still talk about that. Man, they need to go back and review plays. I wish we had review. They talking about that. They talking about the 4-point play. The Pacers still complaining about Larry Johnson's 4-point play. We needed instant review back then to review that fake 4-point play by Larry Johnson.
Stop hating on Grandma Mom, man.
Man, that one shot ended the Knicks like whole
I
career.
just think that was really messed up though that his name was Grandma Ma though. Like, this is basketball fan. Like, what's your grandma got to do?
Yeah, they got rid of Mark Jackson the very next. As soon as that year season was over,
I don't want my name to be.
they got rid of Mark Jackson immediately. Mark Jackson had to go. At the end of the game, you down 2.
You should have called that nigga. You called him Grandma Ma.
Mark Jackson wants to shoot the 3 to try to tie the game instead of giving it to Reggie. I was like, the Knicks, I mean, the Pacers played stupid too much. They played too much stupid ball. After they went to the finals, they just, I don't know, man. They just got real stupid.
I don't know, man. It seemed like the Knicks had bad luck when it came to layups. Allen Houston couldn't make a little runner layup.
But yeah, Pat.
Patrick Ewing decided to do it. I ain't never seen Patrick Ewing finger roll a ball in his life. Why you gonna finger roll a ball?
I didn't
I ain't never seen him attempt a finger roll.
No,
This nigga finger rolled the ball when he was a wide
Pat
open
was
dunk.
it shouldn't even that came to that,
Nobody
dog.
did. Nobody
It was a wide open dunk and this nigga finger rolled it.
Dog, Pat is out there with a bad knee.
understood that.
Pat is playing with a bad knee. New Yorkers, y'all is just rough. Y'all don't know Patrick Ewing was hurt playing on a hurt knee.
I don't get the damn.
Your hand was right on that rim, nigga. I don't want to hear that.
Pat was
Bro, your whole hand was above the cylinder so much that you literally hit a finger roll off the back end of the
All you
iron.
had to do was dunk the ball.
Bro, that's how you know your hand was right over the damn rim. You hit it off the backboard. You hit it off the back of the iron.
Hey, Cino, remember when I told you that they would have traded Stephen Curry if he came to New York?
yeah.
They definitely would have. Definitely.
That's a very interesting
I
point.
don't know about that Patrick Ewing.
That's a very interesting point.
Right, well.